Hello, everyone. Good to be back. Right now, we have a young Indian with us, part of the Voice of the Young series. We have with us Aryan Pandit. Let's listen to him. Over to you, Aryan.
Thank you so much, sir. First of all, good evening. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to come to this platform and speak with you. My name is Aryan Pandit. I'm an final year economics honors student in the FRM Sanatan Dharma College, ARSD. Along with my economics degree, I have a great interest in finance, majorly risk management. So, along with my economics degree, I am pursuing FRM. I have cleared FRM Level 1, that's Financial Risk Management Level 1, in the last couple of months, in the month of May, to be very honest. After that, I'm preparing for my CFA degree too, along with my FRM level 2. After gaining some work experience after my college, I am planning to do my MBA in finance. The specialization I'm not very sure right now, but yeah, it will be an MBA, of course. I'll do an MBA in finance abroad. And after that, I'm looking into the opportunities of investment banking, private equity, and venture capital. That's all.
Wow, you've
You're
got
not
it nailed
audible.
down. You've got it nailed down. Okay, let's hear more.
Uh, yes. So finance has been, I wouldn't say the last option. I would say really the finance was the last option that I could do from my school life in my class 11, 12. While I was doing accounts, I thought that this is not a cup of tea for me. So I left the dream of being a CA and pursuing even CA in my college life. I didn't even apply for BCom honors in Delhi University. So I was like, if I get eco honors, I'll be going. If I'm not getting eco honors, I'm not leaving my home. I'm basically
Where's
from
where's
Kolkata,
home?
West
Where's
Bengal.
home? Where's home?
I'm from Kolkata, West Bengal.
Okay, all right. All right.
So after my education, I was into a private institute. You can call it just like an amateur institute where everything was like a movie and everything was comfortable. A five-star college. I was like, who will go to Delhi University, a government university, and leave these places? But yes, it makes a major difference how people think, how people work, and the amount of dedication people bring in these government universities, and how much they have achieved and will be achieving, the amount of potential they carry in from my school life. I'll give you an example. I'll be very honest with you. While I was in my class one, I was the kind of student who was dragged by his hands out of the classroom, and I was hooking my legs in the door so that I'm not thrashed outside. And in my class, and the teachers used to say that whenever we see your face first thing in the morning, I am damn sure that my day is going to be bad. So I was always that naughty type of kid. I'm just calming down right now, and right now means in the college, so that I don't come to that phase. And my goal wasn't to pursue finance at first. My father works in the hospitality business, so my aim was after class 12 I'll leave this educational background stuff because I didn't fit in well in the school in that studying group. So my dream was to go to IIHM, anyone across India. Majorly, my preference was IIHM Kolkata. I wanted to do my hotel management. After that, I want to get into the restaurant business and open my own restaurant as my venture. So that was my plan. And yeah, how did I air? Did I came from opening hotels to studying CFA and FRM? I don't know. A couple of years majorly made a transition in my life.
So, what happened? Tell us what happened after class 12.
uh, just 2 months when I was looking people, my study group, my friends who were like totally dedicated, like we are gonna plan for my FRM degree, we're gonna plan for my CA degree. Some people were gonna go abroad and study psychology. It's like, will I be the only one left here doing the only same type of things, working in hotels and so on and so forth. So it was a transitioning phase where I talked to multiple people who have graduated with a degree of economics, who have graduated with a degree of finance, BBA in finance. So I was like, yeah, we can give it a try. I have my father's business there. Oh, if I want to transition back into that phase, I can always do so with the help of him. So giving that a shot in economics, yeah, it totally pays me off. And it's great. It's great studying economics, but I think finance is the niche I'll be planning to take up.
Okay, so how was the shift from Kolkata to Delhi? You know this,
It's big.
huh?
It's big. It's very big. People, the mindset, the places, the openness, but the cultural identity what Kolkata has, I don't think so Delhi has, because Delhi is all a mix up of cultures. People from different places come here and belong. But Kolkata is like a traditional place where every puja, every festival, every food, every sweet is made with a delicacy, with that sense of tradition, what it brings in. And yes, the mindset of people is quite different. People in Kolkata is not that accepting. I would rather say accepting new things. For example, in my family, nobody knew what is CFA, what is FRM. They only know CA, CS, maximum a CFA because some kid in abroad was doing it. So convincing them was a little tough, but at the very end, if you give them outputs, you show them results, obviously they will agree upon it. And yeah, that was the major thing.
So what is FRM? Please tell everybody what is FRM that people don't know. Maybe we also don't know.
So you obviously know, but for the people who have been watching this, FRM is a degree given by the Institute GARP Association of Risk Management, Global Association of Risk Management. The abbreviation is GARP. It's in US. The association, the institute is based out of US. They take exams 3 times a year. They have a 2 level certification, you could call, that's FRM level 1 and level 2, that majorly revolves around companies, risk management strategies, and what finance is overall in the risk sector. So yeah, if anybody is interested in finance, obviously they can give that paper. And it's an interesting one. It's an interesting one, not compared to CFA. But yeah, if you want to get into risk domain, sure, you should give it. For example, when I was going to my exam, it was very, I would say, I was really frightened what was happening there. In a car, somebody a year, approximately 50, 55 years old man came with her daughter in the examination center. I thought he was going to leave her daughter and go back home. But then I saw both of them entering the examination hall to give the same exam. I was like, what the hell is happening here? And where have I came? So yeah, I was frightened to give these type of exams. It is not at all related to how Indian examination systems are. It is totally different. And yeah, practical based exams, very good exams. If you crack it, yeah, it can help you in your corporate career.
Okay, does it get you jobs automatically or very easy it makes? Because
It. I'm so sorry.
it must be tough to pass it, right?
The acceptance rate is, as compared to the Indian degrees or the Indian chartered degrees, it's relatively very high. Approximately 35 to 40% of the people giving the exam pass the exam. But the amount of competition it brings in, I don't think so. CA and other examinations in India it brings in. And talking about jobs, no, it does not guarantee you a job that after clearing the exam you would get it. But of course, when you apply in different institutes and firms, you will be given preference in the domain you are applying
Hmm.
because it has the weight attached to it.
Okay, but you have actually been studying econ, right, in class. How was it?
Tough. It's tough. If you don't if you are if you are in class 12, when I was in class 12, I was like demand supply. It's very easy. It's all practical based. When I came into college, I'm like, what is happening here? So many models, and then they are proving the models that these are incorrect. You have to study another model for the same function, wages, employment. If you love those things, if you want to get into policy making or majorly people who are pursuing economics honors are totally into going into the government agencies, working in the ministries. If you want to do that, please, economics honors is one of the best degrees you can get in Delhi University, and also it is one of the toughest degrees you will see here in Delhi University. And yeah, one of the creamy layers of Delhi University took up econs.
Okay, but you have finished all your courses and exams also, right? Or they yet to come?
I have finished my level 1 of FRM,
No,
so I
no, of
have
the
the next
econ,
level.
of econ.
I have my last year left. I'm the third year, so my last 2 semesters are left. Other than that, all the examinations are done.
Oh, one more semester left?
Two semesters. I am in my last year.
Oh,
I'm in
you
the
are
third year
still
right
in
now.
your last year.
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
so you have just finished 2 years. I
yes,
thought
sir.
you've already graduated because you
No,
talk
no,
of so many degrees and things like that. So no, so
no, no, sir.
you're still a college student.
Yes, yes, sir.
Right.
Totally.
So how's life in Delhi in third year?
Uh, I would say from second year, a lot of pressure has built up in my own class where everybody is being a little competitive about how his or her future is going to be built. Everybody is preparing for their CAT exams or their MA in economics exams. Some of them are just brushing up their CVs to get that best job they have felt for. Coming Delhi, the competition bar, people have been very rigorous about how their life is going to be. A little flashy in the sense because people in Kolkata are a little more humble in comparison to people in Delhi. So yeah, that is a major transition, and yeah, it's great. It's great. One of the best decisions I made coming out from Kolkata, and moving out of your house, moving out of your comfort space, really gives you an opportunity to build you up, to shape you. In the sense, it makes you future ready. So you can go anywhere in the world after getting out of your house once you get that experience of vibe of it.
Okay. Um, so your own future looks like you have made up your mind now. You're not confused. You're one of the few who will have told. I think the people who are in finance, they know what they want because finance is tough. And once you have made your inroad into it, I think it's pretty clear as to what you will be. Okay. What tips do you have for young people?
Young people, so you would call them in the bracket of people who are entering the college or before the college phase.
Before college, because what
Okay.
I've heard from many people is that they were totally confused in class 11 and 12. And that means probably a lot of people in class 11 and 12 are not sure. I think it will be good for seniors to share with them what, and also what first year of college is like, and should you move from your hometown to Delhi. These are issues that many people will be considering, and since you have made a decision, tell us about it so that they also
Okay.
know, right?
Okay. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah.
Two things. First of all, tips for the people who are currently in their 11 and 12. First of all, if I see who was I in my 11 and 12, it was the COVID phase where everybody was doing nothing,
Uh,
totally nothing. No examinations were held. I was busy playing mobile games and PUBGs and all throughout the day, and I was wasting my time there. So if you really think that there are people who have made up their mind from class 10 that what they are going to do in the next 5 years, okay, they are great people. Be aside from them. If you have not made your mind, no worries, you will make it. There's no stress upon it. And for example, I made my mind of giving the CUET exam just 2 months before my boards exam. That okay, I'll give my CUET, I will try Delhi University, and let's see what happens. So please don't take any stress about what my future is going to be planned on. Everything will be sorted after some time, not right now. And please, a personal suggestion to everybody: please prioritize your education. Your education can get you places where you don't even have thought of. I really think that if I was a little more serious, a little more dedicated, and uh, a little more practical about things, I could have landed a much better college than ARIC. I'm not telling ARIC is a bad college, but yes, I could have landed much better colleges in Delhi University, majorly the North Campus zones colleges, because that gives you a privilege of access towards all the colleges in your neighboring. So that would be your tip. Please go hard on your education. Please leave your stuff which you are doing aside. Please leave those distractions such as Instagram and gaming, which has been going really high nowadays. People have been much more dedicated there rather than on their education. Please study. And if you come into Delhi University, let me give you a glimpse of what first year is going to be. You will interact with seniors, you will have fun, you will go around places where you had restrictions to go. For example, places in the night, you would go hang out with known people in a very safe area and safe zone. You would join multiple societies, you would run them, you would take part in them. People usually say in their first and second years that after the third year, there's no work life balance. If you can work for a first year student, if they can work 10 to 12 hours in their college societies or before their events, yes, you can work in corporates too for 10 to 12 hours. So there is no such thing as work life balance. Majorly in the industry I want to get in, there is nothing like work life balance. 10, 12 hours working is a very normal day of their life. And first year, you wouldn't study. Sure, you wouldn't study. You would study just a month or half a month before your examinations. You would be totally dedicated towards your societies. People like me would be people like me who was into my examinations. For example, I told you FRM. I was planning to give it. So I was a little studious about it. Like FRM is a very expensive exam, so you have to study a lot because failing it means 60,000 directly you have to repeat. So you'll get serious about things. You will know people. You'll explore places, and yeah, it will be fun. It will be fun all across my 2 years and 2.5 years in Delhi University. First year, first semester is one of the best years of your life, and yeah, I can promise you that all across your college status.
All right, wonderful. That it's good to hear that college life is still fun. Okay, this is
Yes, sir.
it's a great confirmation. Okay, any other any hobbies or interests or something else, or are you? I mean, you weren't a serious student, so you must have other things. So, what is it?
Yes, sir. Totally, sir. I'm not that a studious type of guy, but yeah, for example, in college, ARSD being, so I think you know what where ARSD is, Atma Sanatan College. You are from DU
Yes,
itself.
yes, 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 yes.
Yeah, yeah.
I've
So
done
ARSD
Vidpeds
is,
with many students from your college.
yeah, yeah. My senior suggested to watch your Whippets before, but fortunately, I got an invitation for itself.
Yeah.
So ARSD being a college, if you go around, 60% and 70% of the alumni are into government services, politicians, and majorly they flourish from history, honors, and political science courses. So ARSD is now transitioning into a very commerce economics related college. So from the last 2 to 3 years, our seniors had a plan of opening a consulting society there. So every time they were failing to open it. So it was my batch. It was a group of people with me, four of us, who started a consulting society. That's 180-degree consulting. So it is one of the biggest student organized consulting societies all across the globe, with having branches in 75 countries. So we are planning to open that, and we have been successful in doing that. I'm the founding president of it, and we'll be running it for the people of ARSE. It will be a drastic change because while surveying the college, that does the college need a consulting society, I had a talk with many juniors and seniors. They didn't even know what management consulting is. So I was like, yeah, let's do this. The people really need it here because the career opportunities for students from economics and BCom honors were really restricted to audit and analyst type of background. No consulting placements were done. So apart from an interest in finance, yeah, if I get an entry in consulting, sure as hell I'm going to take it because the life is very flourishing and like daisy type life you get in consulting if you look it from an outer perspective. And yeah, it is really fun if you start something by yourself. It gives you a bonus points in your CVs, and you get an experience of what the other side of college life looks like, how administrative things work, and every societal insider jobs works. So that was my experience there. Apart from that, yeah, that was all. That was also.
All right. Wonderful. Anything else you want to add here?
Uh, for the people who are watching this, if you are watching this, please study. Please study. It's high time because now is the generation, now is the type of people which I see around are most distracted ones. They are not in that focus zone. Take care of your parents because now is the time they're getting older. You need to take care of them. You want to build your career so that you can provide whatever they have provided you. And please go hard on yourself. This is the age 20 to 25 or 18 to 25. This is the age where you experiment. If you don't want to work in corporates, go try to build your own startup or business. It is really easy than thinking about how you're going to do, how you're going to sell the intermediaries, the sellers, the buyers. It is easy if you just get on the market.
Okay.
Try everything you have. For example, I tried almost everything in my first year of college, in my first semester. Everybody, almost the typical people who were kind of into society, everybody knew me that, yeah, this is the guy who can get things done. And it will be fun. It will be rewarding. Just try. If you fail, no worries. You will just stand up and try again. I failed my FRM level 1 once. I knew what were my mistakes and I worked on it. Worked so hard that next time there was no scope of failing.
Hmm.
If you do so, you will succeed. There is no way you can fail.
Hmm.
If you fail, just think this is not the industry you want to work in. Just change the industry, just change the job. That's the last option.
Uh,
So, yeah, that was everything, it, sir. And, sir, your Instagram has been really inspirational. Uh, People have been talking about you in my college a lot. So, yeah, it is my pleasure talking to you. And Sure, sir. You
Okay.
have got degrees in economics. I can't even do those things. Doing MA in economics, that is not a cup of tea for me.
Okay, fine. Okay, let's. I think we can end it here today. I'm happy to have heard you so clear in your thinking. From a confused state, you are now so clear. And that should be the path for all. Remain confused for some time, because that's when you have so many options. How will you know what to do? And then ultimately you find a path that works for you. And so some people, they even do an engineering degree and say, this is not for me. I've heard from so many. Oh, I did engineering because in 11th and 12th, everybody told me do PCM, PCM, PCM. And what could I do? I took engineering. And now, after I did it, I said, oh no. I worked for a few years and said, oh no, this is. So you can change. In today's India, there is a lot of flexibility and a lot of options, and you should enjoy them. Okay, let's end it here. Let's say bye to everybody. I'll be back with another young person or an expert soon. Bye till then.